set of smoke on the horizon today, and that's, of course, the burning of American democracy, as we see Donald Trump is now threatening to use the military, the Marines, against the American people in California to punish them for standing up and because they're defending the rule of law. I urge you to read the book War by Bob Woodward, because it really shows that this has been something on Trump's agenda for a long time. In the final days of the last Trump administration, he wanted to use the U.S. military against Black Lives Matter protesters. Fortunately, there were people in the White House who defended the Constitution and the rule of law. I encourage every Canadian to support the June 14th rallies. We have to be out in the streets. We have to send a message to our leaders, provincial and federal, that we deeply oppose the fact that a convicted criminal, a sexual predator, and a man who says our country doesn't have a right to exist is now visiting our nation. So I encourage people to go out and protest peacefully across this country, and I think you'll see Canadians out in big numbers. For our friends in the United States, I know this is a very frightening time, and you've shown some extraordinary heroism in standing up, but it is going to be much easier to stand up to fascism when it's getting started than when it is entrenched. We know that Trump has tacoed in the past. We have to make him taco again. But right now, we're holding a fragile line. And we're holding it because those who should be stepping up haven't stepped up. So my friends, from we the North to we the people, we are facing a very, very serious moment. But I know we can get through it by holding to truth and to the rule of law and to the right of citizens to stand up even in the face of threat. Sending a message to Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who said Canada was going to learn a lesson. Oh, really? Texas is going to teach Canada a lesson. Well, we've got $400 million worth of travel that goes to Texas, Mr. Abbott. How about we teach you a lesson and say we got better places to go than Texas? If that's your attitude of Canadians, we will not go. Hell no, we will not go. Governor Maura Healey, who came to meet our premiers and said, Canada is Massachusetts' #1 trading partner. Yes, we are. But we're not going back. Or to all the towns that are renaming their streets after Canadian place names in Canada. Thanks, but no thanks. If you loved us, you would love us for our values. To the American representatives who've been coming to Canada on a charm offensive, get us to come back. Senator Kevin Cramer of North Dakota, who said to Canadians, give us another chance. Really, Senator? I haven't heard you say anything to people like Kristi Noem or Kash Patel. When are you going to start speaking out to them? Or Senator Tim Kaine, who came to Ottawa and said, Canada, we love you. Well, if you loved us, you'd make sure that our citizens didn't have to worry that their phones were going to be seized at the border and whether or not there's pictures making fun of Donald Trump and whether or not they're going to be arrested and deported. Because if you're not willing to love us for the fact that we believe in the rule of law, then you don't love us. So I'm here this morning to actually reach out to Kristi Noem and Kash Patel and Ted Cruz and MAGA Ambassador Pete Hoekstra and any Fox host who wants to weigh in on the Canadian border to reassure them. Canada is very concerned about the border as well. In fact, we're so concerned that we refuse to travel across it. And your increasing rhetoric against us is making us more determined not to spend a dime in any of your towns, your states, or your country.